11. The Sutta on 7 matted hair ascetics in the responsive section 3. Once, the Blessed One was staying at the Magadha Palace in the eastern park near Savatthi. In the evening, after emerging from his solitary meditation, the Blessed One sat in the outer gateway. At that time, King Pasenadi of Kosala came to visit the Blessed One. After paying his respects, he sat down to one side. Just then, 7 matted hair ascetics, 7 Nigahas Jains, 7 naked ascetics, 7 single-cloth ascetics, and 7 wanderers passed by, not far from the Blessed One. They had unkempt hair and beards, carrying various implements on their shoulders. Seeing them, King Pasenadi rose from his seat, arranged his upper robe, knelt on his right knee, and with palms joined in reverence towards those ascetics, announced his name 3 times, saying, "Venerable ones, I am King Pasenadi. I am King Pasenadi. I am King Pasenadi." Shortly after those ascetics had passed, King Pasenadi approached the Blessed One, paid his respects, and sat down to one side. Then he asked the Blessed One, "Lord, are those men arhats or those who have attained the path to arahantship?" The Blessed One replied, "Great King, for one like yourself, a layman enjoying sensual pleasures, living with a wife and children, using fine kasi cloth, wearing sandalwood perfume, adorning yourself with garlands, and using gold and silver, it is difficult to judge whether these men are arahants or have attained the path to arahantship. Great King, it is only through living together for a long time that one can know a person's virtue, and even then, only by careful observation, not by casual attention, only by one who is intelligent, not by one who is unintelligent. It is only through dealing with someone for a long time that one can know a person's purity, and even then, only by careful observation, not by casual attention, only by one who is intelligent, not by one who is unintelligent. It is only in times of adversity that one can know a person's fortitude, and even then, only by careful observation, not by casual attention, only by one who is intelligent, not by one who is unintelligent. It is only through discussion over a long period that one can know a person's wisdom, and even then, only by careful observation, not by casual attention, only by one who is intelligent, not by one who is unintelligent. King Pasenadi said, "It's amazing, Lord. It's extraordinary. How well spoken are these words of the Blessed One. Great King, for one like yourself, a layman enjoying sensual pleasures, living with a wife and children, using fine kasi cloth, wearing sandalwood perfume, adorning yourself with garlands, and using gold and silver. It is difficult to judge whether these men are arahants or have attained the path to arahantship. Lord, these men are my spies, my undercover agents. They go out to gather information and then return to report to me. Now they have washed off their disguises, bathed, perfumed themselves, trimmed their hair and beards, and dressed in white. They are enjoying the 5 strands of sensual pleasure." Then, understanding the significance of this, the Blessed One uttered these verses. A person is not easily known by outward form, nor should one trust a quick impression. For in the guise of the restrained, the unrestrained move about in this world like a counterfeit earring made of clay, or a copper coin covered with gold. Some move about in disguise, impure within, but outwardly beautiful. This passage from the Buddhist scriptures records a conversation between the Buddha and King Pasenadi. Let's analyze the content and implications of this dialogue in depth. 1. Setting the scene. The story takes place at the Magadha Palace in the eastern park near Savatthi, with the Buddha sitting in the outer gateway after his evening meditation. This setting creates a calm and solemn atmosphere, setting the stage for the upcoming dialogue. 2. King Pasenadi's behavior. When King Pasenadi sees a group of ascetics passing by, he immediately rises to pay his respects and announces his name 3 times. This action demonstrates the king's respect for spiritual practitioners and also hints at his reverence for spiritual practice. 3. The Buddha's wise teaching. The Buddha tells King Pasenadi that for a layperson, it is very difficult to judge whether someone is an arahant based solely on appearances. The Buddha further explains 4 aspects of judging a person's character. 1. Virtue can only be known through living together for a long time. 2. Purity can only be known through long-term association. 3. Fortitude can only be known in times of adversity. 4. Wisdom can only be known through long-term discussion. These 4 aspects emphasize the difficulty of recognizing a person's true qualities, requiring time, wisdom, and careful observation. 4. King Pasenadi's realization. King Pasenadi expresses agreement with the Buddha's teaching, calling it amazing and extraordinary. This indicates that he has realized the hastiness of his earlier judgment and begins to understand the importance of truly knowing a person. 5. Revelation of the truth. King Pasenadi then reveals that those ascetics were actually his spies. This twist reveals the vast difference between appearance and reality, confirming the Buddha's teaching. 6. The Buddha's concluding verses. The Buddha summarizes this lesson in verse form, emphasizing that one should not judge a person solely by appearance or quick impressions. He uses the metaphors of clay earrings and gold-plated copper coins to illustrate that some people may appear pure outwardly, but are impure within. Deep reflections. 1. Complexity of judgment. This story reminds us that judging a person's qualities is a complex process requiring time, wisdom, and careful observation. In our daily lives, do we often make hasty judgments about others? 2. The duality of human nature. The story reveals the complexity of human nature, where there can be a significant difference between external appearance and inner reality. This inspires us to be more cautious in our views of others and to reflect on whether we sometimes present different facades. 3. Relationship between spiritual practice and worldly life. King Pasenadi, as a secular ruler, shows great respect for spiritual practitioners. This prompts us to consider, how do we balance worldly life and spiritual pursuits in modern society? 4. Importance of wisdom. The Buddha emphasizes that only those with wisdom can truly understand others. This reminds us that cultivating wisdom and insight is crucial for understanding the world and others. 5. Self-awareness. The story not only teaches us how to view others, but also inspires us to reflect on ourselves. Do we often present different aspects of ourselves in different situations? How can we maintain consistency between our inner and outer selves? 6. Educational methods. The Buddha conveys profound truths through dialogue and metaphors. This teaching method is worth emulating in our daily lives and work. How can we more effectively communicate complex ideas and wisdom? Although brief, this story contains rich philosophical reflections and life wisdom. It reminds us of the importance of maintaining humility, patience, and insight in this complex world, while also encouraging us to continuously improve our wisdom and character. By deeply understanding this story, we can better understand others and ourselves in our daily lives.